It all comes down to this. Each possession is crucial. Every loose ball is an invitation to hit the ground. Every rebound's a chance to play amongst the clouds. Passes now have that extra zip. The paint's never open, and fouls that were once numbers have become messages. Desperation doubles the hunger. Possibility intensifies the effort, and for teams on the bubble, you're a target. For those who still have a shot at making the playoffs, the last week of the season is winner take all. Even if you're in, you can't be satisfied. Now it's time to gel, tighten up the rotation, and heal for the long journey ahead. Last year was a welcome surprise. This year is an expected ascent. The past provided many lessons, but now it's time to show and prove. It's the second season. Let the games begin.
And Raptor fans making the trip. And I mentioned so many towns that they've traveled from, including Wynyard, Saskatchewan, Yorkton, Saskatchewan. And it's great to see so many of the fans make the trip here. And
there'll be a wild crowd, I'm sure, behind us when we do the post-game show.
Absolutely.
Well, wait till Friday night.
It was great. I thought it was great. You know, again, I've been amazed all year. Our number of fans that have been supportive in different places in Portland, San Francisco, wherever Raptor fans have been there, and that's been a great part of our season. And the guys felt it, and I thought they got us going in the second half.
We're playing for a whole country, so you know, anytime we close to the border, you know, we know we're gonna have fans, you know, make that drive. So. It's good. It's fun, especially when we go out in Minnesota. You know we're close to home, I feel like. So just to see all the fans come out, it was nice.
The Toronto Raptors win it tonight with ease. And congratulations to Dwayne Casey. Victory number 150 for the head coach of the Toronto Raptors, second only to Sam Mitchell, just 6 games behind. Tyler Hansbrough, 10 points and 11 rebounds. First double-double and a season-high 11 rebounds. The Raptors are now 45-30 on the season.
Oh, good win, fellas, man. We the North, baby.
All right, man, good job. Way to find a way, a professional approach. Everybody walked in there, professional approach, especially in the second half. Now, we got 2 games coming up. Teams are really fighting for something, all right? Well, we're fighting for our lives, too. We're fighting for something, too. We're fighting for home court. We're fighting for respect. We're fighting for, you know, everybody's, you know, woe is me and whatever, you know, so we're fighting for something, too. And again, if we don't come out and play, no matter what the record is, you know, anybody can beat anybody in this league. So we're trying to gear up and keep going forward, keep going in a positive way. I think our rhythm is good offensively, better defensively, even though, you know, 3% didn't show it, but we had some good things defensively when we had to have it. Good win. Every game makes us nervous because, again, like I said, we're not good enough to come out and pick and choose who we play against. I mean, no matter what our record says, we got to have an approach and a defensive approach, defensive identity with effort, with focus. Each and every night we step out, and because in this league, anybody can beat anybody, and that's the way I approach it, and that's the way I try to push it with our players.
Kyle helped us with a lot of things, you know, defense, offense, passing, everything. So we just had to, kind of always pick our game up and make sure everybody's, you know, playing just a little better than they normally do, you know, pick up for the, you know, the absence of Kyle.
7 on the clock. D-Will, the 3. .109-107-31 for Darren Williams. Here's DeRozan. He's got Joe Johnson isolated, and he ties it up. 109-109. He's had a huge night. Vasquez trying to guard Williams and flying in. It's Thaddeus Young, 111-109. DeRozan now. Drive, shot, short.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I was, just trying to get to my spot, and it felt good. It felt great. It came on my hand. It just, didn't bounce our way.
And that's going to do it. 114-109. Brooklyn comes away with the victory. Brooklyn ties the season series at 2, and the Nets have won now 6 in a row. That ends a 3-game winning streak of the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors will take on the Boston Celtics tomorrow night.
Dwayne, offensively, clearly you guys scoring enough points, but defensively?
Rebounding is key. I thought our defense, one of those games, we were in the right place, the right position. You got to end it with a rebound. And, for all the good we did, some of the stops we had, situations we had, we got to finish it up with going there, cleaning up the boards. The last couple of plays were indicative of that. You got to be able to go in and get the ball. Yeah, it's a playoff atmosphere that's going to help us. It's going to be a lot of situations we can learn from, teach from. Now we got to get everybody back healthy again. Health is so important at this time of year. But again, I did like our fight. I like our competitive edge that we had through the entire game. And I thought they played one of their better games also.
Oh man, that's the whole thing. We've been fighting injury all year, and it sucks to see one of our key players go down again. While another one's working his way back. So it's definitely important that we're going to play off 100%.
Welcome, guys. I roll with Amir, part 5. Congratulations on winning, the contest. I'm short for words. You guys enjoy your meal, and congratulations, guys, again. Thank you.
Yeah, man, it's been a good ride, man, and I hope, we could do 6. And this is the 5th one. We did Benihana's this time, and it's turned out pretty good.
Everybody comes together. It's a night of Amir aficionados coming together and really celebrating who he is and what he does for this community. He is an ambassador to Toronto, and just the love that he shows us all, and we can reciprocate it towards him. It's so much fun. It's a game followed by a dinner somewhere. He comes and speaks to every single person. Everybody gets a picture and an autograph if they want, and really, really makes you feel like you're special, and it's an event for you. You're here, and you should be here, and you're celebrated as well, and it's very fun and exciting, and I love it.
Appreciate you, man. Congrats on winning, too, man. Yes, sir.
So that's for you.
It's great, to see some of the fans I know personally now. I do this every year just to show my appreciation for our fans. They always say they would make our team, the crowd that we had last year in the playoffs, the support they give us all year round, it's just my gift to the fans. And it's a joy for me to do this and see everybody's faces, and the fans that come back from year round, and it's what I love doing. I was in the training room watching it there, and I was hyped. I wish I could have been out there on the bench. I didn't want to move too much on my foot. But when Lou made that big shot, man, I thought we had it.
We were expecting to get a stop, but it's an NBA where amazing things happen. They had the luck on their side tonight, and it happens sometimes. You can't be perfect. We fought a hell of a game.
There was a tough one at the end where he just flicked up a shot, man. I remember doing one of those in Indiana where I had like a quick shot to make, and it's just one of those tough losses where you just get like shot in the back and you're like, oh. But we got a couple more games left throughout the season. We want to finish out these games strong and then refocus and get our mind ready for these playoffs.
Well, to me, it's the best time of the year. guys are more focused because you're closer to the playoff. The teams that are going to go to the playoff are tightening things up, and I feel like this time is when you have to really play your best basketball.
A lot of stuff going on, most of it out of our control. One of the things we can't control is whether we win or lose, but all the things that's going on around us with the standings, with the voting, with the awards, it's just a hectic time of the year. People are trying to work towards their goal, trying to work towards playoffs, trying to get everybody healthy and just focus on a positive playoff run, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to win games, we're trying to get everyone healthy, and we're trying to make sure, we're in the right positive mindset and in a great groove heading into the playoffs. As far as certain teams filling out the standings, seeing who is where and trying to figure out who they want to play and what team they figure may best match up against them. So it's happening in the East, it's happening in the West. Teams are, dare to say, losing games in order to try to get to a certain seed so they can face a best matchup opponent that they see fit.
I think it happens. I don't know if it's as overt as people think. I think you want to be playing well going in, and sometimes in order to manipulate the standings, you may have to drop a game here or there. I don't think teams like to do that, but at the same time, that's more of the coaches, and I think the teams read and take that cue from the coaches.
I don't think it really matters for us. I think we understand it's going to be Washington or Milwaukee, one way or another. And those been, matchups that we've had this year that we've had success with.
There's a lot of people saying, and it was mentioned on a national broadcast in the States at one point, are the Raptors trying to lose to get Washington? I don't think you want to get into that situation in the playoffs at all. Milwaukee's a young team. I think they're probably a little bit ahead of their curve in terms of playoffs. They were probably hoping for playoffs this year. It looks like they're in pretty solidly right now. It's a nice step for them. I think you could, and I say this with quotes around it, probably take advantage of a young team that doesn't have that much experience. On the flip side of the coin, their coach, Jason Kidd, got into the second round last year, beat the Toronto Raptors last year, probably has a good handle on what they do well and what their weaknesses might be. So that's a dangerous matchup. And I don't know why you'd want Washington. John Wall, Bradley Beal, agile, mobile, big guys, Gortat, Nene, Serafin, the veteran Paul Pierce. That's not an easy matchup in itself. So I think, you're just kind of best to take what you get. The basketball gods can make it very, very difficult on you if you try to manipulate it and try to get certain matchups. Be careful of what you wish for. So I think if you're Toronto, you just keep playing, you take who you get.
92-70. And the Raptors are going to win this one. And they're going to improve to 46-32. 2 games shy with 4 remaining of tying their franchise record in wins. But the Raptors are going to come away with a victory for the first time since March of 2010 here in Charlotte. They had dropped 6 in a row overall to the Charlotte Hornets and 8 in a row here. So congrats to the Toronto Raptors for ending that streak as they come away with a victory here, 92-74.
Super frustrated because it's almost playoff time, and I'm supposed to be trying to get my rhythm, and I'm more trying to get healthy. And this is not it's a bad time to be injured and hurt, but it comes with the NBA game. Just gotta rehab and get it right.
Somebody's out, somebody else got to step up. And I thought the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we went through a lot of injuries and all that, but we stayed within the course. I mean, things wasn't perfect, but we were able to win games, and I actually believe we're doing a lot better.
I'd love to have him back, today, tomorrow, a game before the playoffs starts, the last game at home. I'd love to give him back, so they can get a good feel, so they can get a good vibe, so they can be more comfortable out there on the court. But
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. As long as they are 100%, as long as they're healthy, as long as they're feeling good by the first playoff game, you know, I'm more than happy with that.
99-98. Here's DeRozan driving. Lou Williams into three, and it's good. Lou Williams, a corner three. Hayden to trigger it in. Oladipo comes up short around the rim, and the game is over. And the Raptors escape Orlando with a 101-99 win.
Yeah, put that on open gym. Don't believe I'm nothing.
Great job. Great balls, Lou. Great job.
Great balls, Lou.
Hey, man struggling. That's supreme confidence in yourself. But again, defensively, man. Defensively, we gotta get better. We gotta get better defensively. All right, we gotta contain. We gotta wait from keeping the tight paint until the end. That's what we gotta be. We gotta keep the paint tight and trust you have help behind you. That's gotta be our motto. The same thing tomorrow night. They're gonna put their heads down, and when they turn the corner, there's gotta be a teammate there ready to help. And the most important thing, we gotta get everybody into rebound. 5-man rebound, not just this big guys. Guards have to come back, clean out the move. All right, so let's go tomorrow night, clean up finish up this road trip, this Florida trip tomorrow night. Have fun on Sunday, but let's do our work tomorrow night. And Monday.
And Monday.
Maybe.
Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Just speaking to Lou, sort of said that if he were to get the 6th man, it would be good. It would be a good thing for the team to get that recognition. Do you feel that he's earned that with
Yeah, he has. He's a big difference of our second unit. Offensively, I think he's been a big thrust for our second unit. So yes, he does. We're one of the top teams in the East, and he's a big he's responsible for a lot of that. And a lot of nights we didn't have anything going offensively, he was there.
Patterson, Hansbrough, DeRozan, and Lowry. Clock down to 5. Lou, the three. Good! Lou Williams with the dagger 3.
Enjoy your day off tomorrow. Again, man, congratulations. Let's stay together, and let's keep that momentum going, especially on the defensive end. Here we go.
Good job. Way to foul out, JB. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. Foul out in the second quarter.
Hey, you said a record.
It has been a real struggle defensively for the Raptors, trending in the wrong direction when you think about how well they played last year on the defensive end to get them into the playoffs and really keep them in games as a staple of their identity.
Yeah, I thought last season they were in a totally different position in terms of hunting down a playoff spot. The hunger they played with, the determination, the consistency in terms of effort was there. And I really think this season we're seeing, since the All-Star game, this team struggled to find that consistency, especially on the defensive end. But one thing they can find some comfort in is knowing that they know what it looks like. They know what it's like to play on that level. They understand how to get there. It's just about getting there.
Crowder made it from the corner. 95-93. Boston victorious.
Well, the Raptors win in dramatic fashion in Orlando and Miami, and they lose a heartbreaker here tonight. But these are all games that will prepare you to walk through the fire in the playoffs. There's been a lot of them like this. Heck of a ball game.
I'm feeling good, man.
Okay, straight down. 1, 2, 3. On 3, 1, 2, 3, smiling.
DeRozan, franchise record. Fans on their feet here at the Air Canada Center. 92-87. And Vasquez will dribble it out. And the Toronto Raptors have won a franchise record 49 games in a season. Two-time Atlantic Division champion in back-to-back seasons. Get ready for Saturday, Matty D.
All right, man, listen up. Congratulations. Great year. You got another record, 49. All right, now the new season starts. Those T-shirts we had at the beginning of the year, all in, this is when it really starts. Everybody's got to succumb, put their attitudes and egos in the middle of the floor, and lock it up for the rest of the playoffs. All right? I don't care who's getting it done. Defensively, offensively, all right? It doesn't matter. We got to be all in together. Okay? Starting tomorrow. All right? And all through the playoffs. Enjoy tonight, but after you get home tonight, lay your head on the pillow, let's start thinking about whoever we got coming up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. It's all going to be a war. So we got to get mentally ready. Leave everything else in the middle of the room, ego, everything. All right, it doesn't matter. Good job. Let's get it started tomorrow. Here we go.
Good work.
We don't know yet who he will face. But Paul Pierce did say earlier this day that he doesn't think the Raptors have it that can make anybody worried. What do you think he means by that?
I don't know. Paul Pierce he got to say something. He said something last year. You just got to say something. Just let him talk. I care less what he said. He just better hope Chicago or however it got to work win or something so he won't see what the it is, personally.
Just attention to detail. It's chess versus checkers. You're playing the same team for, 4 to 7 games, and you gotta be able to make adjustments playing that team every other night. You take away some of their strengths and try to make them beat you in different ways. So it's a completely different atmosphere.
I mean, playoff is just a high-level basketball. Everybody's on point and very focused. So to me, playoff is like the time of the year where you really earn your money. Obviously, during the season, you gotta get to the playoffs. You gotta play well throughout the season. But if you're lucky enough or you're good enough to make it to the playoff, it's time to perform.
The atmosphere, the fans, they've done a great job all year long. Even when we were going on that losing streak, they still packed the arena. They still sold out the arena, in my opinion, and they were still loud and yelling and passionate. Even during that losing streak, just as much as they were when we were winning. It's just a great feeling, It's an extremely tough challenge, in the playoffs, but it's a challenge that we all love to face.